love being around intelligent people. Someone who's very knowledgeable, someone who's really smart and clever. But when it comes to talking or appreciating these intelligent people, how do you do that in English? Well, in today's lesson, we will have a look at certain adjectives and certain expressions that would help you to talk about intelligent people. You're with me, Niharika, and welcome back. Well, today we are going to look at some adjectives and certain expressions that would help you to talk about intelligent people. Like I said, that we all love being around intelligent people. So talking about them and appreciating their abilities is essential. So how do you do that? Well, let's have a look. Now here I have certain adjectives. The first one is wise. So who is a wise person? Well, someone who has the ability to take accurate decisions. Okay, so someone who is really smart enough to take good decisions, and it's because that person has a lot of experience. There are times when we can't make our own decisions. We are so dependent on someone. Like, I believe that my father is such a wise person. Well, because he has a lot of experience. He's intelligent, he's knowledgeable. And because of his experience, he is able to make good decisions. So I would say that my father is really wise. Okay, so that's how you can use this word. It's a great adjective to be used for an intelligent and experienced person. Moving on to another adjective that I have for you is bright. Well, bright? Too much of light? It's too bright? Well, no, here this adjective bright is a perfect adjective for an intelligent student. It's usually used for young people. People who are doing really well at school or in their careers. So it's great to be used for young, intelligent people. So, like, for example, my little cousin, like, she's just 15 and she is such a bright child. So which means that she is doing so well, or she's just great when it comes to studies. She's intelligent, she's smart, and she's doing really well at school. So it's a great adjective that can be used for young, intelligent people. Okay? Moving on to another adjective, which is discerning. So when do you use this? Well, you can use this adjective for a person who shows or has a very good judgment for various things, like for art, for books, for music, for movies. So someone who's really smart and can identify what is good and what is bad. Okay? Of course, the credit goes to his or her intelligence. Well, because of his or her intelligence, that person is able to make good judgments. Therefore, he is discerning. So someone who has or shows good judgment over things like art, music, movies, books, etc. Okay? Moving on to another one, it's again an English adjective for you, which is clear-sighted. Okay. Well, it's not blurred, it's clear. Well, here, when you are talking about intelligent people, you can use this adjective clear-sighted, which means someone who thinks and understands things clearly, who's very sensible. For example, my company has hired a new director who is so clear-sighted. So which means that he understands, he's very sensible enough, he's clever, smart, and of course intelligent. So he's going to do a great job for the company's future. Okay, so use this for a person who's extremely sensible and knowledgeable. Clear-sighted. Okay? Moving on to the next one is Buffin. Now, Buffin is not an adjective. It is a British slang. Now, whom can you call a Buffin? Well, Buffin is usually a person who is engaged in technical jobs. So maybe an engineer, maybe a scientist. So someone who is an expert when it comes to computers, when it comes to technical work. He is a Buffin. Like my cousin, I can ask him anything about the computer because he is just a genius. He is an expert when it comes to computers. So what do I call him? Well, my cousin John is a computer Buffin. Okay, so which means that he is a genius and expert when it comes to technical work. So an expert in technical work. So here are the 4 adjectives. One slang for you, a British slang term for you, Buffin. And now let's move on to certain expressions that you can use for smart people. Well, the first one, sharp as a tack. So someone who thinks quickly, acts quickly, and learns quickly. Wow, he's a genius. So yes, if you know someone, your friend or a family member, who can just do things perfectly, learns quickly, acts quickly, and of course is smart, then he is sharp as a tack. Like my uncle. Though he's growing old, but trust me, he is sharp as a tack. So which means he is still really smart and intelligent. So someone who does things quickly, okay? Moving on to the next expression that I have for you is blinds you with science. So who blinds you with science? Now, there are certain people who have so much of knowledge about the technical world. Yes, they do. And you get really confused. So someone who just confuses you with a lot of difficult technical words, then that person blinds you with science. Like again, one of my friend, he is so smart. He belongs to the technical world. Well, he is a computer engineer. So with his knowledge, he ends up using such difficult technical words and I really can't understand them. So he just totally blinds me with science. So someone who confuses you with their knowledge. Okay, moving on to the next one is not just a pretty face. Well, it's a great expression that can be used for women. Yes, we consider women really pretty. But then people think, or usually it's the men think that, okay, if the lady is pretty, she's definitely not smart. Well, there are women who have a very pretty face. They are so attractive, but guess what? They are intelligent as well. So someone like beauty with brains, okay? So someone who is very attractive and intelligent, well, you can use this expression. Not just a pretty face. Well, the new CEO, she is a woman, but she's not just a pretty face. She's extremely talented and intelligent. So not just attractive, but also intelligent. The next expression is nobody's fool. Well, nobody's fool is an expression that is used for a person who cannot be easily cheated. That person is considered to be really smart enough and cannot be deceived. So, for example, my friend Shane, well, don't think that he's nobody's fool. You cannot cheat him. You cannot deceive him because he has a good watch for the people who can cheat him. Okay? So, nobody's fool is someone who's not easily deceived. And then the last expression that I have for you is to have horse sense. Well, it's always believed that animals like the horse is an extremely intelligent animal. So if you meet someone who is a very practical thinker and someone who's really smart and sensible, someone who is able to make good, sensible decisions, well, you can call him as someone who has horse sense. Okay? So if you meet someone or if you work with people who are very practical and who are really smart and knowledgeable, they tend to make just absolutely the right decisions. They have a horse sense. Okay? So someone who takes right, sensible decisions. Alright, so we learned some adjectives, we also learned a slang term, and of course some expressions that you can use for intelligent people. So start using them because we often meet a lot of intelligent people. The world is full of intelligent people. So please do use them, and I'll be back with a new lesson soon. Till then, you take care.